Hey YouTubies, it's Jenny. It's September 15th already. Ugh. I think today is actually the official, let me see. Yeah, today's officially autumn. Yay! My favorite season. I was just sitting here like really bored, so I was just thinking of something to talk about. And I just kind of want to talk about like what I'm going through right now, like in my life, things I'm feeling. I've had somebody ask me, do I regret having, gastric bypass? And no, so far I'm doing pretty good. The only thing that it's starting to like weigh on my mind a little bit is like, like Sunday, for example, I was at my parents' house and everybody was eating around me, and it was like, my boyfriend had a cheesesteak, and it was a bacon cheesesteak, so good. And it looked so good, and I couldn't have any, but I wasn't mad or jealous or anything, because I wasn't even hungry, but like I was sitting there and I was just thinking like, wow, I'm never in my life going to be able to eat a cheesesteak. Like, eventually, like, I'll probably be able to have like pieces of one or whatever, but not like a cheesesteak. Like, I'm not going to be able to order a cheesesteak and eat the whole thing. Mentally, like, I'm starting to realize that my portions are going to be cut drastically, and it's just kind of like, it's going to take a little bit getting used to, I know eventually, like, I'll be able to go out to eat and, do whatever I want, but for now, like, I'm totally restricted. Like, right now, I'm eating cream of mushroom soup, which it isn't that bad. What else? Let's see. Like, things that are just going through my mind, like, wow, this time next year, I may possibly be able to fit into regular clothes, like, I may be shopping at like Old Navy next year, or I won't have to shop in the plus size section next year, which I can't tell you the last time I didn't shop in the plus size section. I've always been big, so that'll be cool. Another thing I'm thinking is, like, you always hear about people like, oh, they've had the surgery, and I didn't even recognize them when I saw them. Like, am I going to get that reaction too, Am I going to get reactions like people like, oh, gosh, I didn't even recognize you, blah, blah, blah. Am I going to get that? Which, it would be kind of flattering in a sense, Just simple things, like, being big and, like, taking the bus everywhere. People don't want to sit next to fat people on a bus, And, like, when you get on the bus and you sit down, everybody avoids that seat next to you. Everybody. So it's going to possibly, people want to sit next to me once I lose weight. It's going to be kind of weird. I've heard after you lose weight, people's view and outlook on you is different. Like, people are more friendly to you, things like that, So am I going to experience that too? I just wonder, like, is it going to be like that for me? Is it going to be, just everything. Like, yesterday, for example, me and Rob went to Lowe's, and there was this, like, swing thing that you could sit on, and Rob sat down on it, and he asked me to sit with him, and I wouldn't. I was afraid I was going to break it, Am I going to be feeling like that next year? Or, like, is it going to take a while for me to mentally get myself together to where, like, look, I look good now, and I'm a lot thinner than what I was. Yeah, you can sit on that swing, or yeah, you can get on that ride at the amusement park, or whatever, and it's like, I'm looking forward to it, but it's so scary at the same time. It's like a bittersweet, so many things are just going through my mind. Like, then I'm thinking, like, how's it going to feel the first time I get sick, or like I dump? Like, how is that going to feel? Like, so far so good. I haven't gotten sick off anything I've eaten. How's it going to feel? Am I going to, like, is my stomach going to explode, or am I just going to be in the middle of talking and then all of a sudden, like, projectile vomit comes out? Not to gross anybody out, But seriously, like, what's it going to feel like? You know, or am I going to have to run to the bathroom? Or, you know, I don't know. Also, one thing I've noticed that, like, I've kind of, like, whenever, like, I'll drink my soup or drink my water, or, you know, whatever I'm having, like, they say you should only do, like, 8 ounces, but I feel like I'm going beyond that, and I don't feel sick or anything. Is that normal? Like, if anybody's watching this can answer that question for me, that would be great. Like, I just feel like I'm going above and beyond the 8 ounces every hour, you know? And I don't feel sick. I get full. Like, when I have my soup, I do get full. But I don't get sick or anything, so that's good. You know, just all aspects of my life are going to change, you know? Like, my relationships with people are probably going to change. You always hear horror stories about how, you know, somebody has weight loss surgery or they lose a lot of weight and then their so-called friends just totally ditch them. And that's kind of messed up because, you know what, I'm still going to be the same person, just a lot skinnier, you know? And people should just be happy that I'm having the surgery because I'm doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm not doing it to impress anybody else because I am who I am, but I need to be healthy. Like, I don't have any health problems except being overweight. Whereas, like, my dad and my mom, they both have diabetes, you know, and then my dad has, like, you know, a laundry list of other health problems. And I'm trying to prevent myself from having the same problems. I mean, my dad had triple bypass surgery. That scares me. That really scares me, you know? So I'm trying to do everything in my power to prevent any possible health problems later in life. I mean, yeah, you know what? Having gastric bypass can lead to other health problems, but I'm looking at right now and the problems that I could possibly face in my future. You know, both parents have diabetes, both have type 2 diabetes, so I could get that later in life, you know, or I could pass it on to my kids or whatever, but I'm just trying to prevent everything as best as I can, you know, and it's just, there's just so much, you know, like my skinny fantasies, as people call. You know, I'm having my skinny fantasies of what things are going to feel like. You know, is Rob going to look at me different? Or is this person going to look at me different? Or, you know, it's just a lot. I mean, I'm happy. I'm totally happy. And I'm ready for it. Like, I'm ready for a challenge. And, you know, this journey isn't easy. And anybody who says, you know, having weight loss surgery is easy, they're full of crap. And they need to friggin' read up on exactly what gastric bypass is and, you know, the repercussions of it and things that you're sort of kind of restricted to. You know, nobody walks in, you know, my shoes or anybody's shoes that had the weight loss surgery. And anybody that's had weight loss surgery can say, it's not the easy way out. It's not. If you can lose weight naturally, that's great. I've tried so many different things. I've tried diet pills. I've taken diet pills to the point where my heart was going to explode out of my chest. I took so many one time I couldn't move for 4 hours because I felt like I was going to have a heart attack and fall over and die. That's not a way to live. I've been hypnotized, spent like, I'm not even going to repeat how much money I spent on this friggin' doctor who, or whatever he was. It was all a scam. I spent all this money to be hypnotized to lose weight, and it didn't do anything. So come on. You know, I've tried Weight Watchers. I've tried Jenny Craig. I've tried portion control. I've tried this. I've tried that. It doesn't work. You know, and this so far is working for me. So, you know, that's where I'm at. So, I'm about up to 8 minutes now, I think. I'm not exactly sure what time I started this, so I'm going to cut this off now. If anybody has any questions, feel free to message me. I'm actually a nice person. I just needed to get that off my chest. So feel free to message me, and I'll answer any questions. I'll even vlog them if you want, just so you can have a voice response instead of just, you know, me typing away. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.